Hello, everyone. I'm back. My name is Michelle, and I'm going to go ahead and do the first twin flame reading. I'm going to be using a traditional, well, I don't think this deck is traditional. It's not the Rider-Waite deck. This is my deck that I've had for about 20 years. It is the Tarot of the Old Path, so it's based on Wicca. And the pictures are really beautiful. So it looks like this on the back, and then in the front, here's a good one, Ace of Cups. That's pretty. That's a good one to start with for twin flames, right? Talking about love. And Justice card. So anyway, these cards are very personal to me because this was the first deck that I had. I've had them for about 20 years. And I'm going to go ahead and do my first twin flame reading. This is really impromptu. I haven't even thought about the way I want to do the spread, and I haven't shuffled them yet. As you can see, what I like to call resource challenged, which means I don't have as many resources as other people when it comes to shuffling, i.e. two arms. So I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle these in my lap the way I always do. Give them a little bit of a mix-up, and I'm sorry about the shadows here on my camera. But I will hold the cards up as I do the spread and maybe show you guys out there. So right now I'm just going to concentrate on the spread I'm going to use and shuffling these cards right now. I'm connecting to spirit, to my spirit guides, and we'll go from there. All right, so this is going to be for the collective twin flame. I am going to do a divine feminine and a divine masculine side, and I'm also going to do a connecting card. And today is June 19th, 2017, so I think that it would probably be really appropriate to do this for the spring solstice, since we are getting into technically summer, the summer. So I'm going to go ahead and give these a good shuffle, and I'm just going to do these basically for this reading for through the month of July. So like maybe for the next month or so, like 30 days. I think that's a good timeline to have. I'm not really into week by week readings because I feel like it gets a little bit tedious and overwrought. So we're just going to concentrate here on the next 30 days. I do read reversals, by the way, as much as it annoys me sometimes. I think that they do have their place, unless I'm feeling called to not read any, which occasionally does happen as well. So usually I will announce that I think we're ready here because my cards are going a little bit crazy. So I think we're done. Okay. So I'm going to do basically divine masculine is going to be here on my left for what I'm laying out, and I'll tell you right now, these are all, per my experience, extremely apropos. Oh, wow. As are the ones on the right for the divine feminine. And then I'm going to do sort of two cards right in the middle there for unifying factor. So I'm going to go through these, and then I'm going to clarify with some oracle cards, which I don't have all of them on me today, but I'll tell you what I'm going to use before I use it. And then if I feel inclined to clarify with any more tarot, I will as well. So I don't know if we can get a little read here on our spread. It's sort of hard to see. That's probably not the best way. So I'll just hold them up. All right, so first card at the top for divine masculine, we have the Eight of Wands reversed. In this deck, it's called the Eight of Rods, if you can see that. And this card is about a lack of communication. I did mention in my intro video that if you're a twin experiencing separation, which I am, then these messages might feel particularly useful to you. And the Eight of Wands is always a card about movement. When it is in the upright, it's about fast communication. It could be text messages, it could be emails, it could be phone calls, it could be lots of conversation. But when it is in the reverse, I do take this card almost as a literal reversal of that original message, which means that this is about no communication, zero to be exact. If you're in separation, you are probably experiencing the ghosting, which is extremely obnoxious and maddening. But for many of us in the Twin Flame Collective, we understand that being ghosted does not mean that our twin does not love us, or that there aren't feelings there, or that they might not want to communicate. But often what is going on is this person feels they cannot communicate for whatever reason. They cannot open up, or there are blocks here. This could be due to something that is not within your knowledge. I think it's really important to put that out there. This might not just be black and white, like, oh, my twin doesn't want to talk to me. He doesn't talk to me. He goes to me. She goes to me, whatever. This is divine masculine, by the way, so whatever side you resonate with. But there could be reasons why. So maybe we'll clarify that. It's not going to be the same for everyone. However, I'm pretty confident to say that the being ghosted in general is probably pretty standard across the board for what a lot of us is that relate with the divine feminines are experiencing from our divine masculines. Okay, so they're not talking. Now keep in mind, this is their side. They are not communicating. All right. Next we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. This is a feminine energy. And I'm going to put this out there because it has to do with my twin. When this card is in the reverse, no matter who it's talking about, this is what I relate to, a card of feeling overworked. She's very beautiful, and she's sitting there looking lovingly at her pentacle, but she's upside down. So to me, this card can go a few different ways. I either feel like this is a woman who is a stay-at-home mom and does everything and cooks and cleans and does the wash and does the kids and does the PTA meetings and does all that. In reverse, this is I'm exhausted and I'm tired. Okay, I have no time for me and it sucks. Or this is the career woman who is constantly counting her pentacles, managing her pentacles, and or doing the same thing. Kids, home, dinner, dishes, laundry, work, overturned, not happy, okay? Because this is in the divine masculine side, I want to say that this is representative of his energy with maybe feeling like he is overworked and maybe concentrating on working, or possibly this might even be a mother issue. It's not the Empress reversed, but I'm almost seeing this like lack of a mother figure and like a lack of that in their lives. Okay. So whether it's their mother or they want to be having this partnership in this life, but they don't have it, which would be why it's in the reverse, or this is how they're feeling about their feminine, is that she is for whatever reason going through this a lot. Or it could just be that your particular masculine reads a little bit more feminine and they're feeling this kind of working, overworking type of a deal. All right. This could also be like a wife figure that's not in reach, not available, or not interested in playing that role because she's in the reverse. So whichever form this is taking for your divine masculine, whether they're embodying this energy or they're just feeling this lack of this like career, domestic, very stable figure in their lives, however that's taking form for you, is right under the communication. Okay, so maybe this is they're not in communication with you, who they're looking at as this person, or they are not in communication with their mother because they don't have a good mother figure, or they have issues they need to heal there with their mother. All right, so then the next card we have is the Page of Cups reversed. This guy is my emotionally immature dude. This is like, this way, it's nice. We've got this little cup of love and this little cup of intuition and this little cup of emotions that we're sort of nurturing, and we're getting to know it and understand it and learning how to really either get involved in a new venture that has a sort of love attachment to it, or a fulfilling emotional attachment to it, or we're about to be growing more mature in that. Hopefully, we're going to go along the steps here of being at one with our emotions and learning how to navigate those emotions and use our intuition. But he's upside down yet again. So this is my emotional immaturity man. This is somebody who is not connecting with their emotions. They are not owning up to them. They're not allowing themselves to feel. This is the opposite. Okay, this is not the King of Cups reversed. That man would be emotionally unstable in a turbulent sea of emotions. This guy doesn't, this is more of a not recognizing, not tapping into. I don't want it. Okay, I don't want it, or I'm not emotionally available because I'm not able to deal with these emotions right now. I don't know what to make of them. I don't have experience with these kinds of things, and I'm not trusting my intuition. I'm just not tapping into it at all. And this could also be somebody that is drinking to drown out their emotions so they don't have to deal with this. Okay, so that's divine masculine. Again, we have a lack of communication right here for whatever reason, could be multiple. We have a muted or missing or lack of a stable female figure that's very motherly and successful right under the communication. And then we've got an emotional immaturity and a lack of emotional stability and understanding right under that. So if that resonates with you and your masculine, let me know. We're going to jump over to the feminine side before we get our clarifications here, okay? And then don't forget, we also have a unifying row. So for the feminines, the first one we have here is the Seven of Swords reversed. And whenever I see the Seven of Swords cards, a lot of people call this the liar cheater card. This card can be underhanded. This can be manipulative, secretive for sure. When it's right side up, I see it as more of a go your own way kind of a thing, like do your own thing. It might not necessarily be bad, but you might not be like sharing this with everyone. When it's reversed, I feel this is more of I don't know. I do feel this is more of a keeping things inside, and there being like an unwillingness or an uncertainty about revealing the path that you're on. And again, maybe that's my own skepticism coming through. I don't know. But for whatever reason, this might also be an end to a situation in which you were kind of grabbing up all those swords and taking them for yourself. I think a lot of times when these cards that have a little bit of an underhanded connotation are in the reverse, then sometimes that actually means that energy is sort of fading out a little bit, like draining out a little bit. So this may be somebody that understands that they can't do this alone anymore, and that they don't need to just grab all the swords and run away by themselves. That, maybe they can, excuse me while I shift here as my back is hurting a little bit, that maybe this is something that they can call on other people for help. They don't have to go it alone. They don't have to steal the sword. They can just go ask for them. And, maybe somebody will actually be looking to help them. So feminines, if you're feeling a little bit like you're on this journey by yourself, and, maybe you have to be a little stealthy and a little sneaky and a little secretive about it, maybe it's time for that energy to sort of be fading itself out. Right under that, and I think this is kind of reinforcing that right under that, we have the Five of Swords reversed. In the upright, again, this is like not the most pleasant card. This dude is, sorry about all the reversals, guys. Everything's reversed. This guy is like, yeah, I fucking won. Oh, and sorry, I swear out loud too. I won in this battle. Look at me. I have a bloody sword. I'm badass. I'm like just done with all this fighting, and this is great. But the guy in the background is like, yeah, I'm blowing my horn, and he's sort of saying like, I surrender. So this card I always get as being a hollow victory. This is a card of there are no winners and losers, okay? There's fighting for sure. Like there will be blood. If you ever seen that movie, that's this card. There will be blood. People are pissed. But unfortunately, as we very well know in the twin flame journey, there's a lot of turmoil, a lot of pain, a lot of conflict, and there aren't really any winners during a very large part of it, especially if you're in separation and this is something that has affected many people you know and love and sort of turn your world upside down. But again, we've got this in the reversal. So whenever I see this Five of Swords in reverse, it either means that this is something ongoing or it's ending. But normally I see this as ending. This card is bad enough on the flip side, right? This to me is continuing battle. This to me, ending. Okay? So to recap, right under the Divine Feminine Seven of Swords, we have this ending of this battle. I think this energy is really flowing out. I feel like the Divine Masculine is still kind of sitting in the same energy he's been in, especially again if you're in separation, right? No communication. Maybe he's seeing, maybe this is his Divine Feminine. I am a Taurus, by the way. So maybe for all you Taurus ladies out there, this is really how he is seeing you, that you're just, he knows you're having to go yourself, like you're having to deal with some shit, right? And you're freaking tired and you have worked really hard, but that doesn't make him any more able to deal with his emotions. So there's a time thing here with the masculine. I'm sorry to say your girls, but like ladies, feminines, this energy to me is remaining on the constant that it's been for the masculine. And for the feminine, I think maybe this, again, I did say I was going to read for skeptics. So I think if maybe you're feeling like, okay, maybe it's worth it for me to listen to other people and stop trying to do everything myself. And maybe this fighting can really be on its way out. Like the conflict I felt and the pain that I felt, not just mentally, but this, okay guys, this involves other people. This is not the 8 or the 9. This is the 5. There's other people here. Okay. Difference in opinions. Maybe you have family members or friends that don't believe you, or that you've been afraid to talk to about this, as I have, because every time I bring it up, I feel like batshit crazy girl. All right. Last one, King of Wands reversed. This is tricky. For any of you feminines out there that are looking to do something different with your career, especially if this involves, and I'm not just talking about money shift, this is like passion and creativity, right? And when the king is in reversed, I either feel this is being stifled, this guy is not able to practice his craft and creativity, for whatever reason, he is not coming into his own, or he's being extremely manipulative. And this is someone with a lot of passion and a lot of energy, a lot of emotion, and a lot of love that's not being used the right way. And it's manipulative energy, and it's forceful. There's action behind it because it's a wand suit. So there may be somebody in your life, either you felt creatively like you've been stifled and you can't be the master of whatever skill or trade it is that you need to be doing to work yourself towards greater passion and creativity. Keep in mind when we talk about that root chakra, which is where, the sacral chakra, which is where all of that love and passion and creativity is. I mean, that's your sex chakra, right? So it makes sense to have that connected in tandem with your creative center. So when I see the wands, and we're talking red, yellow, and orange, okay? Red for root chakra, that's what keeps you grounded. Orange for your sacral chakra, that's your expression, how you relate to other people, your creative expression and your sexual expression. And then yellow is your solar plexus, which is what keeps you moving. So that's why I say the action here. This is about feeling and action, okay? So if this doesn't have to do with a creative or passionate endeavor of yours that's going to keep you moving in the right direction while you're on your journey. Because again, remember, this is a twin flame journey. This isn't just about being with somebody that you love. Okay? That's just a partner, which there's great things about that. Twin flame journey is a spiritual journey. So there's probably something you should be focusing on. A lot of twin flames go through career shifts, leave their jobs, become entrepreneurs, work on something that helps the collective in a service manner or in some sort of creative field or healing field. Okay, this character can also be a really healing character, but again, in the reverse, what's not being realized here? I feel like there's two stories. This is either you're the divine feminine that is then tapping into this, which is this is where you need to be focusing your efforts. Okay, not on this. He's annoying. We know, but leave him alone. He's got to do his thing. He's got to work out his stuff, right? This is either you not concentrating on your life path and becoming your king of craftsman and skill and creativity and passion and all that kind of stuff, right? King energy, even though you're feminine, masculine energy is powerful energy. Or on the other side, you may be a feminine that is experiencing this person having an effect on your journey. And this person could be a very manipulative person who has a lot of passion and has a lot of love, but is maybe interfering on your journey because they are very jealous and therefore could be acting in a manipulative manner. Okay, so that's what I see going on right now. And I'm going to do the two unifying cards now. The top one, which is the Three of Cups reversed. Okay, this is normally celebration, right? Group celebration, parties, good news, happy times. So in the reverse, I'm getting this as possible third-party situations, for one thing, in which three people could have been having an affair or been involved because there was an affair. And this came to light because now it's in not such a good place. This could also be a lack of going out and finding what makes you happy. So again, I kind of see two stories for this one. So this could be the people that were involved in a third-party situation, which could very well have been resulting in this. Also, this on the front side could have been your sort of sneaking around card. There's your family struggles right there, that energy that's moving out. But we've also got this guy here, right? Who's not happy. So jealous spouse for sure, very possible. And then the second unifying card, reversed. Okay, I'm sorry for the reversals, guys. This is the Four of Pentacles reversed. In the upright, this card is about stability. Fours are always about stability. In the earthly realm of Pentacles, this stability can be a little too stable. See, because this guy, like, he's kind of like, this shit's mine, right? Like, don't touch my coins. And so this is very much, can be a little bit overstable, a little bit too much grounding earth, where you want to dig your heels in, okay? This guy's real stuck on his coins. He ain't moving. He's not giving them up. You are not going to pry them out of his cold, dead hands, right? In the reverse, and that card can be a little bit more positive too, which just means you don't want to let go of something. You just simply don't want to let it go, okay? In the reverse, I see this as being, you can't let this go. This is kind of bordering now on a little bit of insanity. Like, for whatever reason, this is stuck, really stuck, and not letting go in a way that is perpetuating a little bit of greed and jealousy again, okay? Not wanting somebody to have what you have, more envy, right? And again, with this Three of Cups reversed, coupled with this Four of Pentacles reversed, I kind of see this as more of a, I think just an unhappiness. There's a definite discord happening with these people, with this masculine and this feminine right now. We're just not in a good place, okay? We're a little bit overly emotional. We don't really feel like we have a lot to celebrate. We feel like we're holding on really, really tight to something. And And there's some outlying factors here, I'm going to say again, that I think are not being revealed. Okay. Most likely, just statistically speaking, I'll say you're probably a divine feminine watching this, and you are in separation with your divine masculine because they are the ones that are the quote unquote runner and have not been communicating with you. And if that's the case, then you are probably really questioning what's going on, and you probably do have a very strong inclination that you're not getting all the information. Everything's not being revealed. So right now with this communication reversed, I'm going to clarify on that a little bit over on the divine masculine side. I'm going to clarify this Eight of Wands, okay? I'm going to flip these guys because I just think it's going to be easier. Okay, so looking for an Eight of Wands. Fire. I think I have it. Funny. Eight of Cups. This person is trying to move away from a really emotional situation. Okay? So with the Eight of Cups, this person is trying to walk away towards something that has a greater fulfillment. All right, they're trying to walk away from something that has not been fulfilling. So either they're really hurt by this and they think that it's going to continue to hurt them, so they're not communicating for that reason because they just want it to go away, or this person has been trying to find deeper emotional satisfaction and they're not talking to you because they are working on figuring out what that is. All right, because I don't see this as a walking away like the Six of Swords where there's physical movement. Since swords are physical movement, these are cups, right? This cauldrons are cups. So this is more emotional. This is what's going on inside. He's trying to get himself, divine masculine is trying to get himself to a place where he feels more emotionally fulfilled. So this could very much be a waiting period, like a holding period, which is why they're not talking to you, because they're trying to figure out their shit. All right. And that could also be why this state. Okay. Why this state? Not tapping in here. Not ready. This person's not done cooking. And then here, maybe again, mother issues. I'm seeing mother issues, or like issues with the feminine in general. And this might not just be you, divine feminines, but I think an issue with the idea of a wife and a mother. What this means to this person. There's something that needs to be healed there. Okay? And then I'm going to scooch over to the divine. Actually, let me clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Let's do that. She's a little bit confusing, yeah? All right. Just give me a minute. Okay, did I say there are issues with how this person sees a wife and mother figure? Boom. So, Two of Cups reversed. We don't like this card as twin flames, right? Talk about skeptical. This relationship isn't meant to be. Not necessarily, but they might be really questioning it. Really questioning it. Especially if they have mother issues. Their mother was not there for them. Their mother worked too much. Their mother was overly critical. They didn't have this motherly figure, this beautiful worker, mom, career lady, you know. What does that mean to me? I don't even know if this is possible. Okay? So I'm not talking to my divine feminine because I don't know how I feel. And I have been through some really hard stuff and I'm hurt and I'm trying to get to a place of greater emotional fulfillment. And that divine feminine, I'm sorry to say, means figuring it out for himself. Okay? Because he's here. So, moving on to the divine feminine side. I'm trying not to draw this out, guys, but this is just kind of how I read, so sorry. So divine feminine side, we're going to clarify on the Seven of Swords reversed a little bit, okay? Hmm. Six of Cups reversed. So the Six of Cups reversed is a nostalgia card. And when I say it reversed, I see this as something coming back that's familiar. And like a reuniting card. But I see a fear in this. I think this is really, really fearful. Do I need to go out on my own? I should just be dealing with stuff on my own because I'm never going to get this back. I'm never going to get this feeling back. I'm never going to get this person back. I'm never going to have these good times. There's a real stuck in the past thing going on here, guys, ladies, feminines. So if you are feeling like, if you're feeling like you kind of can't get out of the past and you keep rehashing the situation over and over again, it's time to let that energy play out. It's time to move away from that, right? We need to be really present focused. A little future focused, keep your eye on the prize, not so future focused that you forget the present, right? What's the saying? Don't be so heavenly bound that you are no earthly good, right? You got to keep rooted here in the present. Okay? Five of Swords reversed. Again, we talked about this being family issues, actual conflict involving other people, right? This isn't just inward mental conflict. This is conflict that involves others. I'm pulling a clarifier on this. I get Queen of Swords reversed. Okay? Something else I'm going to say about this. Divorce. Okay? Divorce. This is somebody that has been through a lot of stuff. And she can border on being a real see you next Tuesday. All right? She's not having it anymore. This way, kind of cutting through the bullshit, super analytical, smart, driven, focused, very much of the mind here with this sword suit. Okay? Reversed, I feel like maybe we're not given enough of this. Okay? Maybe we're not being enough of this right now. And I don't mean towards other people, especially not towards yourself or your twin. I just mean in general, like, yeah, we've been really hurt and we've been through a lot of these battles. And these battles are fading. Then hopefully this lady can finally be done fighting because she looks tired to me too. All right. Like she's probably just ready to be done with this. And she's just at the end. She's had it. Okay. So I really do think this energy is fading out, but I think the best way it's going to fade out is if we stop looking at the past and these things we think we can't have and this thing that, happened and whether we've had to carry off on our own. No, you have people that are here for you, your family and friends that you can count on. Find those few people you can trust and then let this conflicting energy fade out. Another thing that I will say, another message that I get from this, and maybe again because this is a little bit personal to me, I do feel like if some of you have not gotten divorced, that might need to happen. Family issues, divorce, this could be stuck, stagnant, not carrying through to the next phase. But I don't believe that we're meant to be reunited with our twins if we still have karmic and cosmic ties to others or legally binding ones such as marriage. So if you are like me and you have not divorced for whatever reason, I'm not saying you have to rush that because I don't believe divorce should ever be rushed. But that may be something that's keeping you a little bit stuck in the stagnant energy, this inability to find joy, to have reasons to celebrate, this holding on really tight, okay? Focus on the past, and lots and lots and lots of fighting, all right? Just conflict, which isn't pretty, but we're going to read this guy now, and I want to see what messages come up for him, and where if it's erring more on the side of not following a career path, or if this is an outward energy that's being a little bit manipulative. Okay. Three of Wands. The Three of Wands I really see as something when you've had a creative endeavor that has been working, you've been working towards, This is past the conceptualization stage. That would be the ace, right? The idea, the spark of creativity. The 2 would be the actual setting plans into motion. The 3 is actually seeing results, and it often being a collaborative effort as well. So with this reversed king here, I don't know. I feel like this definitely has to do with creative endeavors for sure. And that maybe that's just not moving, or that energy's been a little bit stifled in you. And you need to really connect with that more and realize that you can really be moving things along here in a manner that is going to be the best way for you to move forward and concentrate on what's going on. I'm going to pull one more card for unifying energy. Um, yeah, I just, something else I have to say about this too is I see this as being like, again, it's a collaborative effort. So there's maybe people that you should be reaching out to, start discussing that idea that you have for a fun project or something creative that you can really make your own and put your stamp on. That might be a really good way to move forward in the work that you are supposed to be doing on this journey and to get yourself out of this really stuck past energy, feminines. Okay? Um, Masculines, if you are listening, I don't want to leave you on hold here, so I'm going to cut this deck one more time and clarify this Page of Cups reversed energy here because I like to be helpful and I get this. So you guys you've got to figure out a way to move yourself to a more favorable situation. Okay, so when we're looking at swords and this walking away to something better and walking away from something old that does not suit you anymore, that's what this is. Walk away from it, right? Take all these swords, which are the ideas and the knowledge and the wisdom that you've gained, and move towards the land, right? Get out of the water. Stop trying to walk on water. It's not happening, right? You're not in control of the situation. So you need to figure out how to actually put your ideas and your plan into action, okay? Think, what have you learned? How do you apply that? How do you get yourself to a place where you have this better emotional fulfillment and you can move on? You can move on and you can start communicating your feelings and your thoughts better, right? Give it action. Okay, it's not good enough to just be stuck inside your head here, worrying about things. So, masculines, the focus needs to be on how do you work through all of that emotional stuff, right? How do you get yourself to a place where you feel a little bit more worthy of love? I feel like this person too can feel really unworthy of love. And also this, hello, like you're not deserving of this union, you're not deserving of this feminine. It's ridiculous. So figure it out, figure it out. Figure out how to get yourself to a place where you feel more emotionally secure and stable. And so you can stop feeling like you're stuck in this land of no communication. Feminine, so masculine, that's your advice. All right, feminines, find a project, do something creative, passionate. All right, don't stop stifling yourself. You have great potential. It could be collaborative. Work towards that and get yourself away. Concentrate on that. Don't concentrate on the masculine and what he's going through. He has to gather alone. Don't concentrate on your family. Don't concentrate on what was in the past and the mistakes you've made. Move forward. Okay? When you put this action, creative action, and movement into your life and you concentrate on that, you're going to pull so much more beauty your way. All right? And then this can start to work itself out naturally. So that's what I'm seeing right now for the next 30 days. And then I'm going to pull one of these vintage wisdom cards. Oops. After I said I pull the main energy card. So my main energy card I'm pulling. Does anybody else hate this card? Four of Cups. Okay. This is this can be somebody's bored and complacent and waiting. I see this a lot as what I've experienced, which is pouring a lot of emotions into somebody that has a cup that's asleep. Okay? I think this is still happening. And sometimes I see this as a curse, but sometimes I also see this as this is just the stage that we're in. All right? This can be giving a little too much emotion to a situation and someone that's not ready to receive it. Right? Feminines, if this is you, masculines not ready to wake up, but it's okay. Okay, but you need to work on yourself. You need to not worry about them. Masculines, if this is you, know what this is about. Still, what did I say? You're still cooking, right? So we're just kind of waiting here. And it can cause a little bit of this jealousy and this greed, envy. And it can cause a little bit of this just feeling sad. You know, we got nothing good coming our way. But keep in mind, this is all temporary, okay? So now, I'm going to pull from my Vintage Wisdom Oracle. I'm going to use some clarifiers here because I love these cards. They're beautiful. And I feel like they really do put like a monocle on what's going on with the tarot. So this is first card for Divine Masculine. And I will say I just peeked at this card and it was on the bottom of the deck. So let's just go ahead and say that we'll put love at the top, okay? So then for masculines, card I'm going to pull for you. How apropos. This is reflection. I know it's backwards, sorry, but isn't that beautiful? Reflection. So again, exactly what we've been talking about. The masculine is doing a lot of reflecting. A lot of this silence is because he's trying to heal these emotional issues, right? Healing emotional wounds, understanding how he feels about feminine, the wife and the mother figure, this divine feminine figure, and whether he's worthy of this and this love and this perfect union that he probably has envisioned, or maybe can't even envision because he doesn't think it's right for him, right? And this emotional unavailability and immaturity and the need to walk away from something, not walking away from old things. Reflection. All right? And for the feminine, I was looking for my book, but I don't see it. Transition. Isn't that beautiful? I love this card too. Okay, so for transition, I think that we're talking about here, again, coming out of this like fighting energy. And again, for any of you married people, that transition might just need to be in actually breaking those ties legally, okay? And here, stop focusing on the past, focusing on the wrongdoings or the things that could have been or the mistakes that you've made, and I'm moving here into a greater power, right? Into a creative endeavor and a collaborative effort that's going to put you more aligned with love and with a building and a creating and this beautiful healing. This guy too, by the way, can be a healer, okay? So if it's reversed, it just means you have work to do and you maybe need to figure that out. Why you're not standing in that truth, okay? And that comes with this transition here. And I mean, guys, let me tell you, every time I thought that I couldn't possibly go through any more transitions, I realized that there's one more thing that I have left to do, and then one more thing that I have left to do, and so on and so forth. So the stage isn't ending for me yet either. And then the last card I'm going to pull is Kuan Yin. And this Kuan Yin is really beautiful as well. This is, let's see if I can find my lid. Anyway, this is the Divine Feminine Healing deck. It's really beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a collective Kuan Yin card. And I'm getting Call of the Dancing Crane. Okay. So we'll go ahead and read from that. And it is a number 4. Funny enough, I put it down right on top of the 4 of cauldrons and and the 4 of pentacles reversed. So we'll see if these 3 4s have anything in common. Okay? Call of the Dancing Crane. For any of you that follow numerology, you'll know 4s are very stable numbers. The 4 of Wands is often looked at as the twin flame card because there's 4 staffs, which actually make a 1-2, a 1-2, or an 11-11. If you follow angel numbers, 11-11 is very much a twin flame number. So this card says, have you ever felt like you were a different person on holidays or when you were traveling? This is because you were free of the astral gravity that you usually live within on a day-to-day basis. The astral plane is like glue. When we put enough energy of habit into thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and stories from our past that condition how we interpret current life experiences, we can get stuck in astral gravity, unable to let go of ways of thinking and reacting, even if we really wish to do so. We can create sticky astral thoughts and beliefs that attach to houses, places, and people. When we are in a different environment, we often have a chance to create fresh habits and beliefs, which is why a holiday or travel can be so refreshing and inspiring. Sometimes, however, that is not practical, and we need healing to break through the muddy stagnation of old thoughts and beliefs right now. As we grow spiritually, we can outgrow our astral conditioning, just like sifting mud out of water, so we can move freely and gracefully like the dancing crane. If we accept healing energy to help us filter through our psychological programs so that our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions can create new habits and patterns more aligned with what we would like to experience in our lives. These filtered energies can become more powerful than old stories about life that no longer support us in living according to our spiritual light. Healing the astral waters can require great patience, persistence, and application to be achieved. The dancing crane uses dance and sound to thrive, and you are encouraged to use movement, such as dance or yoga, and sacred sounds such as chanting mantras or healing names of the divine, such as Kuan Yin, dancing crane goddess, to support your healing. You may intuitively feel that movement in a physical sense to a beach might help you. To a different location, such as going for a walk or a drive to a different park or beach might help you. If you have been feeling that you need to move to a different location, change situations in your life, or connect with new groups of people with whom you feel more inspiration, then this oracle is confirming this intuition and encouraging you to embrace those changes in your life. You are being guided by the grace of Kuan Yin through the healing vibration of the call of the dancing crane to stop believing in your own stories, your old habits and patterns, and to realize that they are simply astral conditioning. There is no higher truth to them than this. You are allowed to change them. You can choose to cultivate any thoughts, beliefs, and interpretations of experiences that you like. Sometimes we are graced with divine assistance, which helps our astral healing happen more quickly and easily. We still need our affirmations to change our thoughts and let go of old stories about our self-worth, abundance, health, relationships, judgments of ourselves or others. Yet with divine blessings, it is like we get a hand lifting us up out of our old ways until we learn to stand in the new vibration on our own. You are being asked to allow her to assist you now. She might come to you in meditation, through a healing session, or in a dream. You may see her as a crane goddess or hear music and sound that uplifts you into a new vibration. You may feel her guidance in the urge to create a vision board, to say affirmations or a mantra, and a desire to dance or do yoga. Allow her to guide you to the perfect way for you to receive her divine blessings and help so that your affirmations, your vision board made of inspiring images that you love, and your choices to interpret incoming data as evidence that the universe loves and helps you become more powerful than the pull of your past. Sorry, that was really long, but the point is a lot of these cards about releasing the past and the astral conditioning or the social conditioning that you've been told about your life. Wow, yeah, I just see that so much here in the Divine Feminine, needing to walk away from this fear of past nostalgia and whether or not you're going to get what you want. And then this is all about movement, right? And this guy with creative passions could very well be dance, group effort, yoga, anything collaborative again, and creative. And then again, with the Divine Masculine walking away, leaving that which does not serve you. Do not believe that this isn't possible, which is why it is reversed. Again, same situations, not leaving that which does not serve you, and again, walking away. finding more emotional fulfillment. Wow, and the masculine, again, it's going to do that through reflection. The feminine, through transition, and however you find your inspiration. Okay, but I do think that there's a focus on the collaborative here. If I'm reading for skeptics and people that feel like they have to go this alone, then I hope this has really resonated with you. And I hope that you've found this to be appropriate to your situation as well. This was such a long reading. I am so sorry. I'm going to work on cutting it down in the future. But again, that was your twin flame reading for June, and I hope you found this useful. Thank you so much. Until next time, bye-bye.